Photo montage is a technique where you take small portions of many images and construct one single image out of these. You can see that on my new file, I have placed one file of a woman in a masquerade. I'm going to take pen tool now and select shape option in the options bar. I'm going to draw over one of the eye with a yellow colored shape in this manner. Now I'm going to take elliptical shape from shape tool and draw a small eyeball on the yellow colored eye. I will now take lasso tool and draw an irregular shaped selection around the main image in this way. I am going to right click inside my selection, select inverse and press delete in the keyboard to remove any unwanted portions of the background. With the lasso tool, I will now make an irregular selection on this image of this beautiful embroidered fabric. I have placed this selection on my montage art using the move tool. I will now apply transform feature. I am now able to resize and rotate this image. In this image with Dreamcatcher, I will select only the background using Magic Wand tool. I'm going to right click and select inverse to select the object here. You can also use the object selection tool in this case. I will now place my selection on my montage work. For every new image I place on this new file, a new independent layer is created. I'm going to use free transform feature to resize this image of Dreamcatcher. I'm using move tool to place this image of Dreamcatcher wherever I want in the montage art so that I get the desired look. So you can see that sometimes I'm using the lasso tool and at other times I'm using the magic wand tool to make my selections. You can choose the most convenient tool for your selections. Now I want to place this image of this pretty butterfly on my montage art. I will again use the magic wand tool trick here. I'm going to use move tool to drag and place this butterfly and I'm going to place it on the right hand side corner area at the bottom of my main image. I have another image of this flower bouquet. I'm going to make a selection of this image minus the white background and I will place it on my file like this. I'm going to reorder the layers in the layer panel and move the layer containing the flower bouquet to the back side of my main image in this way. The background layer looks plain, so I'm going to apply a gradient using the gradient tool. I have to set the colors of foreground and background with the color picker tool. In the options bar, I'm going to use two color preset to apply the gradient. I am not so happy with this color combo, so let me change it and make it to a slightly darker shade. I'm going to change the colors for foreground and background now. I'm using the radial shaped gradient. You can see that I'm dragging the gradient tool from the bottom right hand side like this. I will change the gradient style to linear gradient as I'm not so happy with the effects. I've selected the eraser tool now, and I'm going to select the layer containing the main image. I will reduce the opacity of the eraser tool in the options bar. I'm going to erase certain portions of my main image so that it gets blended with the shade of the gradient. To change the eraser tool brush size, you can press brackets in the keyboard. Now I'm using the magic eraser tool to remove some of the white background contents in this image of the dream catcher. Let me show you how to use the layer via copy feature in the selection tools like elliptical marquee tool. I've made a round selection on the embroidered fabric and now I right click to choose layer via copy. This will duplicate my selection. I'm placing this duplicated copy of my selection in the middle of the Dreamcatcher image. I have right clicked on the layer containing this butterfly image and now I'm going to select duplicate. I've made a duplicate layer of the layer containing this butterfly image. Now I will place this on some other part of the montage work using the move tool. I will make another copy of this butterfly image and place it elsewhere on my montage work. You can press Ctrl plus U to open the hue saturation dialog to change the color of this butterfly image. Keep the colorize checkbox checked. Adjust hue, saturation and lightness of the color of this butterfly and then you can click on OK.